Am I the a-hole for telling my husband that he ruined my life? To put you in context, I, 24F, met my husband, 32M, when I was 18, and as soon as we started dating I moved with him to his country because I was madly in love with him. Well, a few months after arriving there I got pregnant and I couldn't even get into college, because we couldn't afford a babysitter, and that's not all. After our son was born I got pregnant again just a few months later, and I had to postpone going to college again because we couldn't afford that expense with 2 children because only my husband worked and at that time, and it was a part-time job, because he was doing his PhD. Until he graduated and got a well-paying job, I didn't have any social life. My life was reduced to being a housewife, mother, and wife. I didn't even have time to make new friends, so I was always alone because his family hated me and we didn't have a good relationship. But I always put up with that because I loved him and I was so proud of everything he had achieved and everything he did for us, because the truth is that he always did everything possible to give us everything, and I'm not just talking about material things. I got my very first job at 23 when our kids were kindergarten age, but due to life circumstances I had to quit that job just a few months after getting it, and those life circumstances were that when I got pregnant for the 3rd time, my husband thought it was from a coworker with whom, according to him, I was having an affair. He didn't want to hold our daughter during her first months of life even if she cried desperately while I was doing something else. He never woke up at night to help me with her. He never helped me with anything during that time. We had to do a paternity test for him to believe me and accept our daughter. After that I got really angry with him because I was tired of being alone, tired of not having friends or family around, so I asked him to go back to my country. Last year for Christmas we moved here and he is doing everything to help me now that I am going to go to college. He got a good job here while he waits for the validation of his degree to be able to work here, and I can't complain because here now we have my family nearby, we have a nice house. We have a lady who helps us with the cleaning and cooking, and we plan to hire a babysitter when I start going to college. The point is that lately my friends have been leaving me aside because we don't have the same lifestyle. They go to the club every weekend, and even some days of the week now that it's summer, and I feel like we're not as close as before because I have a completely different life. A few weeks ago, they started planning a girls' trip to the beach and my husband told me that it would be nice for me to go to reconnect with the group. But I couldn't accept because I didn't want to be away from the kids since we were never apart for so long. When I told him that, he got angry and told me that I should keep my friends and that I'm not going to die from being away from the kids because he is their father and he also knows how to take care of them. Then he told me that he is worried about me because when we started looking for babysitters I also behaved in a paranoid way, that I should teach the children to be independent and things like that, and I got angry and told him that he has no right to talk about my social life because he was the one who ruined my life. And hearing that hurt him because he just said that he knows that he was very selfish by prioritizing his PhD over me, but that now he wanted to fix his mistake and help me get closer to my friends again. But I didn't want to listen to him and I haven't spoken to him back since this morning. Am I the a-hole?